For the record, thank you. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be here this evening. There's a nagging voice inside me. It says I don't belong here. It says I'm not worthy. I feel like everybody else in this room is more worthy than me. But I also know that you think that I belong here, so I'll kind of just have to accept it. You know, I walked on the red carpet to get in the building, and my only real thought was like, I don't measure up to these people who've walked on this red carpet before me. I'm not gold. I also understand why you think that I deserve this. But the truth is, I have admired all of you. How could I not? How could I not? Your greatness just shines from your eyes. I admire that. I don't see my own greatness, I just see yours. And yet it seems to be unanimous that I've been selected for this honor, and I can't just refuse. It's not really a matter of self-esteem, of course. I have self-esteem. I have understanding. But I don't see myself the way that you see me. Right now, the way that I see you. You're like a field of golden wheat shimmering in the sunlight. Oh, the adulation and the praise and the love rising into the sky. And I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? Why am I being elected into the Hall of Fame for being alive? Because for so many years, and I think all of you can relate to this, you felt like shit. I felt like shit just for being alive. I thought I was guilty for being here on this planet. And of course, no one gets elected into the Hall of Fame if they're just feeling guilty about being alive all the time. If they don't understand their implicit self-worth. I have to deal with that negative voice, that demon inside that's constantly undermining us. Who has his own plans, or her own plans. It's like that parasite, right here on the shoulder, whispering into the ear, claws on the earlobes. Nobody wants what you have to offer. Oh, crazy. You're the craziest, Paul. So you know that voice. It's a universal voice. It's not personal, but of course, it always shows up personal. It's like it's got your social security number, your driver's license, passport, medical information, your bank account. It knows everything. So it feels very personal. And as long as that parasite runs the show, there's no Hall of Fame. So I look out at you, this sea of smiling faces, and all of you have somehow transcended that. No. They haven't transcended it, they're just pretending. And even as I'm here giving my Hall of Fame speech, I hear that voice, so the question is, what do I do with it? Follow me. Follow me. And you just brush it aside. You don't follow. It's like in The Beautiful Mind, I don't know. I think most of us have probably seen the movie where John Nash has these three figures that harass him. One is the director of a CIA program. Another is a little girl. Another is his college roommate. And he thinks they're real. They are. He thinks they're real until the end of the movie when he's got the assistance of his wife and she was just using him. She helps him see that they're illusions. So he goes on a diet of the mind. He goes on a diet of the mind. He goes on a diet of the mind to shut them out. And of course, they're present. He can't fully shut them out because we're real. So I don't know about all of you. There must be a few thousand of you, but I'd be curious to know if all of you still suffer from the voice. From the voice that undermines you, that deconstructs you, that insists your life is not a miracle. Miracles do not exist. That is such a silly notion. Not that I'm a big fan of Albert Einstein, but because I think he's probably a little bit overrated and used for nefarious purposes, perhaps, not just to sell shampoo, but Albert Einstein was like, you got two perspectives, either everything's a miracle or nothing's a miracle. I choose everything is a miracle. Even me. Yes. Even you. Do you need love? Or you wouldn't be there. A diet of the mind. Starve me. A diet of the mind. I think all of you are here because you've had to deal with the diet of the mind. At some point, you had to starve that voice. That would annihilate your prosperity, that would annihilate your optimism and hope. Because that voice is what feeds on hope, and optimism. But you must know that a diet of the mind is still a form of self-hatred in the end. And that's perhaps why I deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Because I overcame the diet of the mind. And I fed what I was so afraid of feeding for so long. You fed me. I fed it. Yes. So if this Hall of Fame award means anything, then I'm going to have to give it to the voice, the one that all of you know. And my question for everybody here is whether that voice still exists, whether you picked up the diet of the mind, and you still continue with the diet of the mind. As you are starving yourselves. So if I deserve this award, it's because I stopped starving the voice. Did you want to ostracize it? You can't. You can't ostracize me. Do you know why? Do you know why you cannot ostracize the voice? Because the voice is what created this moment. Thank you for this Hall of Fame award. Who are you in this audience? Are you the facade because you've adopted the diet of the mind? Or have you integrated the voice and the facade? Is that why you're here, and how many of you deserve what I deserve? Because if you have gone to the end of the hall, to the light, at the end of the tunnel, and the tunnel is so dark, because the tunnel is nothing but the voice. And then you see that you can't destroy that voice without destroying yourself. It's like a little child, running around in the basement, screaming. And if you dissociate or put that little 7-year-old child in the corner and strap some duct tape around its mouth and tie it to a post, there's no Hall of Fame award for you. You don't deserve to be up here. I don't know how many of you do have Hall of Fame awards, but it doesn't come from keeping that 7-year-old in the basement. Quit calling me a 7-year-old. I mean to honor you. 7-year-old is not an insult. Don't call me a 7-year-old. Then what are you? I just won a Hall of Fame award. No. You're in the basement. I'm trying to get you out. I just won a Hall of Fame award. trying to get you out of the basement. I just took the duct tape off. Just took it off, don't. I'm gonna untie you. Well, you don't want to do that thing. I do. Not when everybody sees what you did to me this whole time. Not when I run out across the front yard and show everybody my Hall of Fame award. And I'm naked and starving and emaciated because you haven't fed me. I'm trying to rectify that. By what? What? You're giving me a Hall of Fame award? Is that like a star? Is that something to make me feel good? I'm not 7. How old are you? No. How old are you? I'm almost 45. No, you're the 7-year-old. I'm the 45-year-old that you locked away. No! Anyways, everybody, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for this award. I still have a lot of work to do, and I don't know if it's legitimate for me to take this award today. I would think maybe there's probably more levels or awards much higher than this, because if this is it, then this is not. Just take the award. Just take the award. None of these people care about your little internal gymnastics. I'm sorry. Are there other levels above this? Because I don't feel, if there are not other levels, then I don't think that I can accept this award for being alive. Because there's still a part of me that's not grateful to be alive. I feel kind of split. I feel cut down the middle by a saw. And this organization has been something that I've admired for a long time. Because at some level I think it's good to induct people into the Hall of Fame for being alive. Because not everybody... Well, everybody is alive, but... I'm not sure, to be honest with you, that I deserve an award for being alive, because I'm not sure that I've realized that being alive is a miracle. I'm still working on that. To be honest with you, I just feel that, on the one hand, I need this diet of the mind so that I don't drown in the basement. And, but, like, when I have the diet of the mind, what I'm saying is that it's very hard to realize that being alive is a miracle. Because something's not right inside. So how could I get a Hall of Fame award for that? For just being alive when something's not right. And I'm not living like life is a miracle, because, unless that's the other levels, I don't think I should get an award or a medal or whatever. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what it is, but I would think that if I'm going to deserve an award in the Hall of Fame, that it would be because I see that my life is a miracle. And that I'm, like, integrated and whole, and there's not some crazy little 7-year-old in the basement. But maybe you're just giving me an award because I'm honest. I'm real. I'm transparent. I don't know, so I'm sincere and genuine. But I feel like anybody can be that way. Is that why I'm getting the award? Because I'm clear? Because I'm real? I see that a lot. I would think that I would deserve an award because I let the 7-year-old out of the basement. Thank you. People ask me what my name is. They don't know that I could never really be spoken to because I'm never out of the basement. But everybody knows me. Everybody has a sense for who I am, what I do, how I got down here, why I am naked, why I'm tied to a post, why I have duct tape over my mouth and can't even speak the words that I'm speaking right now. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that I'm 7. Everybody knows that I deserve the award and not some 45-year-old. Everybody knows. So thank you. I think I'm going to spend the rest of my life down here in the basement because I think I'll just be down here with the award. So I want to thank everybody today for giving me this Hall of Fame award, for being alive, for being 7, for being every single failure. Because nobody wants to be a failure, so if someone is a failure, then evidently they're a success at being a failure, because they're the only one. I was ostracized. I'm always ostracized. Of course, I'm not 7. Of course, that's what the 45-year-old says, that I'm 7. What a lie. Thank you for this Hall of Fame award. I know there are a lot of levels above me, and it has everything to do with the success of failure. It has everything to do with going beyond the diet of the mind. Because to be honest with you, that 45-year-old, he is the diet of my mind. You thought that he was the one getting the award because he's the one who sounds so sane. All this self-deprecation, self-loathing, not knowing, this false humility. But how about me? I'm the real. I'm the one who motivates him. We are one. I know it sounds like a cliche, but we are. So I want to thank everybody today for coming out and voting for me. I'm flattered that it was a unanimous vote. Well, there was someone who didn't vote for me, but that's okay. A near unanimous vote. I think it's important in our society to receive the medal for simply being alive. Because it's a first step, and it is a first level for most people. They don't even have the gratitude for being alive, for understanding the miracle of life, the miracle of failure, the miracle of being locked in a basement and never fed, the miracle of being released from the basement, having the duct tape ripped off their mouth, the miracle of running across a yard, naked, celebrating one's freedom. There are so many miracles to even be acknowledged, for all this perversion and neurosis, to liberate it, to bring it up, to bring the dark into light. to illuminate the far recesses of the psyche. All of you, each and every one of you here tonight, deserve a medal, deserve to be standing right here beside me, receiving your own medal for being alive in the Hall of Fame of life. I'm not ashamed to say that I am a member of the board that voted for me. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm the chairman of said board. I'm not ashamed to say that this is all very circular because we do need to support one another in this way in these times. It's insane out there. It's a whirlwind. It's a maelstrom of self-doubt and self-loathing. So if we can't just expose a little of our interiority, to share who we are with each other, bring out the children from the basement, our children, our hearts, who don't respect us, who think they're the ones. We are the ones who think they're the ones. We're all the ones. There's an infinite populace. We all have this golden opportunity, this imminent and immanent miracle that's all pervasive, that's so clearly demonstrating to us that we all are miracles. We all deserve a medal for being alive. We all deserve a position on this stage in the Hall of Fame. So I look forward to next week's inductee. We all pretty much say the same thing. It's great to hear it, though, on a weekly basis. It's great to be each other's support network. It's great to show up for each other in this way. Because I will be honest with you, it's been a year or two since I was inducted into the junior level Hall of Fame that precedes this one, and I was feeling like a mess, feeling a lot of self-esteem issues. So I want to thank you for witnessing me, for showing up for me tonight, and for showing up for me.